Hey guys, and welcome back.
And thanks for joining us today.
So today we're going to recap another stay because once again, this particular campground, we've already done the tour, neighborhood drive, and many adventures. So all of that stuff you can find down below in the description if you want to check out this park. But today we're going to recap our time at
Breezy Hills and Pompano Beach.
So this is a big stay for us every year since this is basically friends and family. This is home base for us.
Yeah, this is home base for us.
So this is our main campground for holidays. And our very first stop was for basically the Thanksgiving holidays, right? It was, yep. Thanksgiving. So we went to Lou's sister's house to cook Thanksgiving dinner and spend it with the family. I did create a little separate video, which I shared that one in real time. I'll go ahead and add that in here in case you haven't seen it. Good afternoon. Happy Thanksgiving. We totally slept in. We got back to the rig last night like at 2 a.m. but we had a great time with the family, the girls, going to the movies, and I did a lot of my prep for today's Thanksgiving cooking at my sister-in-law's house tomorrow, so I get to start a little late today. It's time to get dressed. I've been sipping on some coffee spiked with Kahlua and topped with some sugar-free whipped cream. So delicious. So yeah, we're gonna start heading out, and I need to throw that turkey in the oven and start working on all my sides. See you later during the cooking process. Finally made it back to the sister-in-law's house. Of course, wearing the dolphin gear today because we're playing for Thanksgiving. We're estimated to lose this game, but there's still hope. So cross your fingers for us Miami Dolphin fans. Let me show you. Does this have a flip around? No, it doesn't. Let me show you, like, my prep station is like a complete mess. Hot mess. Okay, so in a sec, I need to start peeling, dicing, and boiling those potatoes. I have half a can of crema, which is going to go with my mashed potatoes. My turkey is already seasoned and marinated. I'm going to open it just to show it to you. My sweet potato casserole also is done. I made it yesterday. It's just a matter of, I'm going to leave it out here to warm up, get room temperature, and then stick it in the oven so it can get all nice and toasty. I've got bacon, prosciutto, and ham, chorizo, and then my turkey innards. Got some butter, sliced onions, diced onions, little whole garlics, diced garlic, asparagus, and Brussels sprouts. Stuffing from the box because I got to treat somehow, gravy and broth. So let me explain what the menu is for today.
Couldn't believe that. And I have appetizers, so that's good. The guy hooked me up with the shrimp. He was like, I was like, oh my god.
Inside there is chorizo, ham, onion, and garlic. And it's seasoned with onion powder, garlic powder, pink salt, sazon, and mojo, and also more onions and garlic on the side. Okay, so the turkey, obviously, and I make it lechon style. I even cook it longer than the recommended time because I like it to like fall off the bone, like lechon, of course. Stuffing, but my stuffing, I do put chorizo in it, I put bacon in it, and I put ham in it, and then some of the innards, onion and garlic. What else am I making? The sweet potato casserole, which I usually just do mashed sweet potato, but they were craving casserole this year. Mashed potato and gravy, which I don't usually do, but it was requested. Brussels sprouts with bacon and walnuts. And then asparagus wrapped in prosciutto. I'm thinking, am I missing anything else? No, that's it. That's everything that's on the menu that I am making today. We got the potatoes peeled, diced, and boiling, and got the asparagus wrapped with prosciutto with little bits of garlic and EVO. That'll go in the oven later. Seems like that turkey's got some way to go. I have it set to let me know when it's at 170. I put it in the center of the thigh, and the ambient temperature is 107. The inside of the turkey is still 78. So yeah, we've got some ways to go. Potatoes are still boiling, and what I've got in here is some sliced onions, the Brussels sprouts, and the broccoli. I'm going to start cooking that down once everything's nice and crispy and caramelized, I'll go ahead and throw in some walnuts. Alright, so while that's going, let me explain the way I did my sweet potato casserole. So I bought the 3-pound bag of sweet potatoes, and obviously peeled, diced, put to boil. Once they were super tender, I put it inside a blender, which you can also use your immersion blender, but I left mine at the rig. So I put it in her blender with a teaspoon of vanilla extract and a tablespoon of cinnamon sugar, and half a can of crema. I put that to puree until it was nice and smooth. Smeared that all over my casserole dish, and then all over the top I put crumbled graham cracker, the honey graham crackers, and pecans and marshmallows. Yum. And yeah, then it's gonna go back in the oven so they can get nice and toasty and melty. The Brussels sprouts with bacon, walnuts, and onions are already cooked. I'll just be putting it in the oven to toast up on broil when it's time to put in the asparagus and prosciutto and onion and garlic. Buffet style to serve yourself and eat and watch the game. So let's take a close-up look. Here is the stuffing. There's my sweet potato casserole. This is the drippings from the turkey. The little skin on the top came off. My mashed potatoes with the brown gravy. Here is the Brussels sprouts. And the asparagus wrapped in prosciutto. And that's a wrap. This looks like a super delicious plate, and I am ready to dig in. So besides that amazing time that we had for Thanksgiving, the very next day we decided to spend the day at the beach. We had a family day.
Yeah, I was missing the beach because when we first arrived here in Florida, my main objective was to go to the beach, and Angie provided me the proper location, which was Daytona Beach and Ormond Beach, and we were there 14 days. It rained 13.
Crazy.
I wasn't able to get my beach on, but this time I was.
Yeah, so we had a great time with the family at the beach. We also spent some time, all the girls, and we went to watch Wicked, which by this time it's not like in the theaters anymore, but we did see Wicked. And it was fun. It was cute. Not something I would totally rent. I wouldn't have seen it at the theater again, but it was a great experience, at least with the family.
That's it's always good hanging out with family. It's not my cup of tea, I guess. But just being able to be around my sister and my niece makes everything better.
Right. Yeah. Then our niece came down, obviously, from college, Amber. So you've seen her in these last clips, but everybody was craving some fritas, which are Cuban hamburgers.
And they are.
So Zoe wanted it, Chata, which lives in Boca, wanted it, and of course us. So we all did a day trip down to Miami, specifically what city?
Little Havana.
Where else are you going to get Cuban fajitas?
I don't know. It's a city. I think it's just an area that they call Little Havana.
Really?
I think the city's Miami.
Okay.
And it's just like a neighborhood inside of the city of Miami. I don't think it's an official city.
No.
I don't think so.
So we got to spend some time there. We splurged and had appetizers and our burgers and shakes.
Mm-hmm.
We walked it off, which was very necessary. And it was a fun walk because recently this is new, but they did a bunch of new art installations of the roosters.
Yeah, murals. They have a bunch of murals.
Right. There's lots of murals, but you saw roosters also that were in different parts of 8th Street.
I don't know that it's an installation, but they do have a theme going on that has roosters.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me of the Peanuts in Dothan, Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes sense having the roosters for Little Havana. And that was really cool, seeing all the different roosters.
Sure, yeah.
So that was our first day.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely came back. The second time we came back was Christmas. Oh, I put the dates wrong.
Christmas,
oh, no, you just walked up. Was Christmas. So not only Christmas, but it was also our anniversary.
That's right.
So we kicked off our second trip back to Pompano at a restaurant, which I believe we've shared with you guys also in the past.
Mm-hmm.
One moment, Lexi wants to get down. I'm sure I've shared it in the past in other reels, but Campground is located in Coral Gables.
That's one of their locations, yeah.
And they basically cook the steak upside down. What is that called?
Yeah, they have the Canton steak.
Yeah.
And they have the flames on the top. Kind of like a broiler effect, but with flames.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. Always
Takes
good.
us back to our dating days. So that is a staple if we're in the Miami area to go and have a meal for our anniversary. It was our 21st year anniversary, December 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
And then that was the kickoff of Noche Buena, which for us is Christmas Eve.
Right.
Last year, I shared me cooking the entire Christmas Eve dinner with you guys. So if you haven't seen that, I'll be sure to link that up in the cards. But let's go ahead and insert this year's reel and clips and pictures for you as well.
You guys, Angie always cooks for Thanksgiving, always cooks for Christmas. It's always a delicious, wonderful, huge meal. The Christmas dinner is traditionally Cuban, and the Thanksgiving dinner is more traditionally American.
Something new and fun this year in Miami is women's basketball. So Angie Lou loves women's basketball, and this time...
Hold on. It's not new.
Well, it's new for us sharing with them.
Oh.
We've never taken them with us to a basketball game, with the exception of Hudson. When we stayed at Hudson, you saw some reels from that.
Yeah, no, because the University of Miami Gators have had basketball.
No, not Gators, Hurricanes.
Hurricanes, sorry. And we've been there before.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Since our dating days, we've gone to watch women's basketball there. But we've never shared it with you guys, so it was fun to include some reels this time around to share on social and here with you.
And who was there?
Jack it up.
After at the game, an NBA WNBA professional, Asia Wilson
from the Las Vegas Aces.
So that was cool seeing her out in the crowd. I was trying to cheer on Lou to go and say hi.
I'm too shy for that.
After the game, we went to a brewery that, again, Before
I
think it was after because we saw the girls after.
Before.
It was before?
I think so. I think it was before the game.
No.
Okay.
It was after. Okay. Two of our subscribers, Roberta and Rosie from Estelita La Casita, they have a cute little casita. And they live in like South Miami area. Finally, we got to meet them. My God, we've been following each other for years.
It was worth the wait. Yes. They are amazing, fun, just have a great sense of humor. I hope we can hang out again soon. It was just really, really fun.
Yeah. If our paths don't cross on the road, then definitely when we get back to South Florida again, the holidays of 2025. 2025. We'll more than likely make plans to go see them. And I think by then maybe they'll have the pedestal at the house so we can actually go stay in their driveway.
No shame, folks.
No, they invited us. We had a hurricane scare and they had invited us to come stay. And we had another friend that had invited us to come stay, and Lou had basically chosen the other friend because she knew that they weren't going to let us stay in the rig out in the driveway.
I don't know that I knew, but I had a feeling that they were like not going to allow us to stay in the rig, and I just didn't. I felt like that would be imposing. So
us and the girls.
So we went north instead of south.
So that's why I'm like, yes, when they have the pedestal, we'll definitely be staying there, especially to go to the Keys. And then after that, we just hung around. We went to the neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale, which is a little city called Wilton Manors. So we got to hang out there. There's a coffee shop that is amazing.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. No, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways.
Called The Alchemist. Beautiful environment, delicious food,
amazing coffee.
So if you're ever like in the South Florida, Fort Lauderdale area, look up The Alchemist in Wilton Manors. You won't be disappointed, I promise. And then last but not least, we came back to Deerfield one more time, which was kind of like a last minute plan. This wasn't on the agenda. We had to rearrange some reservations.
Not we, Angie.
Well, yeah, I rearranged the reservations whenever she wants to make a change. So
I don't make any other reservations, guys. I put an itinerary together and then I hand it over to Angie, and Angie does all the reservations for us and makes sure that we get into the parks, and she's amazing about it. She has a system, and the system has never failed us.
It's very true. It's very true. Birthdays. So Lou's birthday is February 11th, and then her sister's is February 14th, Valentine's Day. Sister's husband was out of town for work, and we didn't want her to spend her birthday basically by herself, so we decided to head down back to South Florida. We didn't stay the full 2 weeks at this Encore. I think we stayed
a week.
Just a week. So that they can spend their birthdays together, and that was a lot of fun.
Our birthdays and
Super Bowl. So we caught Super Bowl at Chato's house. Made some food. I think I made those Hawaiian sliders, the meatball sliders. And it was a good game. We ended up winning.
Well, Philly won. It was Philly and Kansas. And we have friends that were going for
Bills.
No, it was Philadelphia Eagles.
Eagles, yes.
And Kansas City Chiefs.
That's right.
So we have friends that were on the Chiefs side, and we have friends around Philadelphia. I originally started thinking I was going to go for the Chiefs, but then I was kind of like, they've won so much that I need to switch, and I switched.
Yeah. And then for Lou's birthday, I don't remember what we did. Oh, I know that she wanted a very chill birthday. I don't remember too much because my memory is horrible, but I know that we went to the beach. And
I don't remember.
We're going to have to play the clip now just to remember because I don't remember what else we did.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
Kicking off this birthday, walking the girls. Let's check out this drip. Look at this outfit of the day. My WNBA fan here. Beach bounds. There. Oh my god! Oh shit! Are you ready for dinner?
So ready.
Your favorite dessert?
think I wanted the all-you-can-eat.
The Koijin. Yeah, it's very possible we went to Koijin for dinner.
I don't remember my birthday.
Miyako, not Koijin. Miyako.
I don't remember my birthday. I definitely went to Koijin for my birthday because I was feeling a little sick.
Miyako,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Because I was feeling a little
sick after that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I caught the flu again.
Yep.
So we spent the day at the beach. I was going to go disc golfing, but I decided I didn't feel like doing that. I change a lot of things. Nothing can be planned on my birthday. I just have to wake up and figure out what I want. Every other day of the year, everything is planned. But on my birthday, I don't like planning anything.
No, I learned my lesson the hard way at the beginning. One time I made like a B&B reservation in
St. Petersburg.
No, not even St. Petersburg, Miami Beach.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was like a full day of itineraries. Go. And she's like, nope, never again. Never again. Just no going forward. Don't make any plans. So
no. It's the only day of the year I don't make any plans.
We just roll with it.
Yeah.
And then for Valentine's Day and Shadow's birthday, we went to a Brazilian steakhouse, which I didn't take any pictures of or videos of, so I'm so sorry about that. But after that, we did decide to go have some hookah and kava and just chillax and relax. And there I did record something. And I think that was the end. We didn't go back. We left the day after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And we haven't gone back. I think after that we have like 2 more stays and we're out of Florida very, very soon. So we won't be back in South Florida until
we get back.
Thanksgiving of 2025.
Until we get back.
I hope you enjoyed this recap of our time here in Deerfield Beach / Pompano Beach, because it's basically borderline of both cities.
It is, yeah.
If you did, please give us a big thumbs up.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you could get notified every time we upload a video. And as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.